people think sitting. I sit rigid, that's fine, but you don't look at you, you're not sitting rigid. So you want to have it where you start just like a walk, and it's very gentle. Notice my hands here. I was just really teaching this to my clients that are here. I can't even begin to tell you. Okay, real estate.
There. Let's try that maybe.
So, well, you want because you want the feet too, because we're going to be going up and down. It's not so much your head, but she could be like me, the headless horseman all the time.
Yeah.
So when
There. Is that
I have a hand like this, it does a lot of things. Now my hand is on the other side of her chest. First of all, I know how she's breathing. Does she have any kind of inflection going on in the chest cavity where she's clamping down or doing anything? It gives me a lot of information. Same thing, I can see not only how she's moving, but the quality of the movement. So it's just like dancing, you know, you want a partner that makes you nice and secure. So, but what I can do is, my hand is here, see, just taking her away makes her just go up a little bit on the toes with my hand here. So what I'm doing is I always go for that twist. That's the one thing that the feet don't get to do when they have the AFOs, SMOs on, is they don't have any of that twisting going on. Everything's just a very 90-degree angle. I get the conversation that you're trying to save the foot, but at the same time, there's 26 bones in each foot, and you want that shift going on. So now I'm going to bring Sophie, we're going to have you sit down. There you go, there you go. So I wait for her to do it. I didn't force her. So again, my hand hasn't left her. But see, I can sit here now. My hand's here on the chest cavity. And I'm bringing her up into not only to a sitting, but what I can do here. So guide her how she's sitting up. And how she's guiding her sitting down.
Is it because you can't read yet? Here, why don't you sit down here? I'll hold it for you.
So when I come here, and I can do it this way to show you, I can come also right here across the pelvis and to the hip. And again, just look for the crease. You don't have to know anatomy. And see how I can rotate now? This rotation is really crucial because you know what this is? Eventually getting in and out of the car or getting out of her desk at school. That femur is going to, just like mine goes like this to rotate around instead of doing what I call the 5-point turn. But if I can't do this kind of shift like this, then I can't expect her to do the other, which is more complex. So from this side it looks like this. I've got my hand, again, I go for real estate all over, and now I'm just into the crease of her right leg. I'm just doing it both sides to show you for the camera. So here, now when I do back and forth, notice I never let go of the child.
Yeah.
I'm never like this because I don't want to stimulate them to want to walk, That's part of the reasons why they don't even know that I'm there. Because I never go, and go around the child. But that will come with just practice. But notice when I do this, I'm not keeping this back straight. See, I'm not going to get the movement out of the pelvis. It's just... Now eventually, 2 hands down on each side, and this is where she's having a little bit of difficulty, is you should be able to do complete circle. So there's no difference, like if I took this plate, and see how the plate's on my knee? That's a pelvis.
Okay.
This is what a pelvis should be doing. It's a real easy, you can practice it on the plate. And same thing here.
Okay.
But notice now that she's getting better at it, look at already how the feet get more relaxed. And also what you should notice is she'll have better fine motor skills.
She's like,
well, if you're balance and everything else.
That's what I was talking with Dr. Cassidy about a little bit when I asked him about the CBO, which I was glad that you had mentioned that to me, so I could ask him about it too, because I hadn't really ever heard of it. Honestly, I wasn't sure what it was, and then, I had mentioned that I felt like a lot of it was probably because she's concentrating so much more on just trying to move in general, you know,
Right.
and so then she gets like tunnel vision with
Well,
that.
not only that, but if you had to think about how to open a tube of toothpaste,
Yeah.
how to put the toothpaste, we do so much mindless stuff.
Yeah.
If you said, okay, now I put my hand on top of the cap, now I start to, do I
Yeah.
twist right or left? Oh, I need to go, you're exhausted by it again, you know.
What are you doing? Don't push that one.
Oh, somehow
She
you got
took
into me. Oh, she just recorded me. It's like, where'd that come from? So now what I can do here, this is an interesting little thing. Not only am I, quote, pushing in, now I never touch her spine directly, but I'm lifting and light rotate. So my hand's kind of lifting up and also rotating. And this is really crucial to bring the chest out.
Okay.
Most CP has the inflection
Yeah.
and they want to go under, which is this.
Yeah,
But
she does a lot
just
of
to
that.
do this, and once you have a nice position, go back to that sway. Because your chest should sway, and I can do all of this on you, if you want to feel it.
Are you kind of under, like, near her shoulder blades? or
I'm
just
looking at
wherever?
her center of gravity. I guess the best thing to think of is if she was wearing a bra, that way.
Okay.
But you can very nicely influence the arms from here.
Does it matter that she's sitting kind of
Nope.
funny?
Because you are.
Yeah,
You know what I
I
mean? No, I'm just saying. No, but I mean, sometimes we pick on our kids a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Look at how nice she's moving. I'm looking for quality of movement.
What about if she didn't have her legs bent? Like actually sitting on something, because I notice, like, especially if she's up, like with her legs up in front of her, it's like,
It's going to be really hard because she can't twist the feet.
okay.
Like you do that right now. Keep your feet pretty straight. Okay.
This way or
yeah,
this way?
Yeah,
This way?
like either way. Like either you have an AF on or that what she's doing. Like now do crisscross. You can't.
That's awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to go into a lotus position.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where people get confused and think it's all the pelvis or
Yeah.
all the back. And
Hey, we have this one too.
you really want to work with this sitting because this is school.
Yeah.
You know, I see kids that like tuck it. They'll be like, and they've got the death grip because they've got their feet around the post of the chair.
That's how I used to sit.
And
Probably still would.
well, you think some things are in CP. You'd be surprised how much is genetic sometimes too.
Well, doctors don't say that ever.
Well, because they don't. You know
They
what?
don't
I
ask any
had a
history
girl
on
who
the, parents
they'd
at all.
left a girl hip displaced. Okay. And she had this really tight groin muscle, but it was off the displaced hip. Who the heck leaves a kid with a displaced hip for 5 years? Like, you think that's fun sitting him? So they came to me thinking, could see how naturally now she's bringing her foot around. Just as her balance improves, she'll start doing it. Yeah.
It's really big.
Well, I worked on the mother, and
There.
guess who had that tight groin,
Oh,
you
really?
know, thing. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Or like Mateus and Vivian, who are on the group. Mateus
Uh-huh.
just went for genetic testing, so if you saw his post. So I was working on Mateus when he was younger, and he lays with his arms like this.
Oh.
And I'm thinking, how am I going to get this kid to sit up? I mean, I'm just to myself.
Mhm.
Well, guess how mom lays down. I've never seen a grown adult
Yeah.
lay like this. So I was like, oh, if she can sit up, he can sit up. So now if we're working on standing from here, now I can't stand from this position. See how her feet are out? Now I'm not going to purposely make her stand until she's ready, but her feet are out. Now see here? Shift the pelvis and coming up. Now she stands quite nicely, but a tendency too of CP is to make the legs straight and think that they're going to stand up. Like right
Oh,
now.
she does that some too.
Well, you
To-
put
to,
your
like,
legs there.
She'll like push back.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you can't, because put your legs out to here. Okay? Now keep the legs like this and stand up.
Yeah, I can't.
You can't.
Yeah, she like somehow pushes, she tries to push on something.
Because she's
Kind of,
smart, and
yeah.
she's trying to bypass the system.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a little smarty pants. Sometimes she's
No,
smart for her own good. No, I'm just kidding.
You know what? That's going to get her out of the, I always said that with Graham. When I realized that he was smart and not mentally retarded, I knew that was good, because he'll be able to talk to his system, which
Yeah,
he can.
that's what
And
I feel
she'll
like
be
she'll
able
be
to
able
talk
to.
to her system.
Dang it, toes, lift up. Right, Sophie?
Whatever, or I need to remember, just like we do, I need to stand up better, I need to.
Oh yeah, I tell myself that.
It's a little, it's, do you want me to show you your face? Do we have to fix the camera? Maybe say, Mommy, fix the camera. Oh, whoops, push the handle down, just a little, there we
There's
go.
Sophie.
There she is.
Do you see Sophie in there?
There you go. So you can use her clothing as anatomy, but this is your spine. I never touch the profiles.
Yeah.
So you can, I don't know if you can see it or not, no. But so I'm all either on the left side or the right side. But what I'm doing here is I have my hand right on the sternum, okay, or to the side of the sternum, I should say. And I'm just, even though I have my hands on both sides of the spine, my main, quote, force, what I'm doing is I'm looking to twist.
Okay.
I'm getting in there and I'm twisting her whole spine. Because especially with, and again, I'm not picking on the AFOs, when you decide to do those kind of things, you've got to work around them. So when you have the AFOs are straight, that makes the back wanting to go straight.
Okay.
Because if your feet don't twist, the back's not going to twist. Just like you're doing here. So like right now, straighten your feet, make them at a 90-degree angle. Yeah, see, yeah. And remember, children don't do anything that hurts them or is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't be in that position if, you know what I mean?
Yes, I do know what you mean.
So,
I see
they're
Sophie
smarter than
moving.
us.
Yes. I see her
So,
getting
so
around.
to do it this way, just to show you, I am kinda under her arm to work on so I can do it this way too. See, my thumb is on the spine.
And you're just kind of twisting.
Twist.
Like this, okay.
But more so at the spine.
This will stop you from turning pages.
So see there, that's a really nice twist. She's got the knee up.
I would just like to see you try.
So
Is that kind of
this
like
he-
this
yeah.
kind of twist then?
But that's crawling.
Twisting.
But
it.
that's crawling.
Yeah.
That's crawling, that's climbing upstairs. That's rock climbing eventually. Ballerina.
Get past this.
What it gets you to do is you can slide the rib cage. And twist the spine that way. But it also works on extension.
Yeah. This is what I
Okay. So again, clothing anatomy but here's your spine, right? So feel it. See, this isn't fun.
I don't ever do anything.
But if I do here, feel the difference? If I, so it's just, so again, you have more real estate, so my hands are gonna go here, so I can't, I'll show you both ways, but for you I have to start off. So see how I'm twisting the spine?
This will stop you from turning pages. A happy?
See how I have to do it slow enough, so therefore it keeps your head going straight?
Yeah.
If I was doing too fast, see?
Then you're like.
But I
compensating all over the place.
want to separate the head and the pelvis from this movement. So that's why I like when kids are playing, and so you can go a little bit faster, but see, I'm not going dramatic. So if I come around here, and same thing with the sternum. Flex your arm, but see how I can, again, influence the chest. See, I'm not on the sternum itself, I'm just off to the side. There you go. And this is writing. Do you see how your chest has to move like this to write? This isn't just like whacking on a tennis racket and stuff, but you can't have full shoulder rotation unless you have all of this. But see how she can learn to do this and maintain her balance at the same time. Because I'm here, I've got you secured.
Yeah.
If I was just here, feel the difference.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Much.
Right. But if I said, you know, ooh, Sophie, you know what I mean? Like, that's where she's just, startles. So now I'm going to shift this a little bit
Can
to
you come just live in our house and do this?
I know, right? So here, now you're just sitting. So I'm down here. Again, this is my plate. But first I'm going to go for a test drive. So wherever your hands are comfortable. If you find around her diaper, it's great. If it's more so here. So I'm just, see how it looks like I'm pulling on the waist, but my concentration is how you're sitting. So this would be waist. See this is twisting? See how I'm pushing you sort of down a little bit.
Sit where I'm sitting.
Feeling this heavy like this one, so that you will not be able to turn, and we will not get.
And see how the shifts are very minor. There you go, there you go. See how your body's now going, oh.
This will stop you from turning pages.
Good job,
A
Sophie.
heavy, thick, solid, strong brick wall. I would just like to see you.
And see how that's climbing a stair? Can you feel that now?
Yeah.
Now if I was down here more, now this is harder on you, and this is where I would probably have to work on you. So I'm going to come around on both ways to show you. So notice this is what I was doing before. I had my hand just in the crease. You don't have to know this is a tib, iliac crest, and I'm just going for, again. So I'm on this side. See, I'm always, this is the counter. See how I'm always worried about the counter? But right now, I have to touch you in such a way to even let you know that I'm here. Now with you, your jeans on, there's a difference. You're going personal. I mean, I can go on and on. I'm not. But see how I haven't gotten you to move yet?
Yeah.
But so that's what I'm saying. That's what you have to look at for Sophie. If she's just gotten her braces off and she's still quote a little stiff, give it a little time. Now I'm coming underneath here and I'm lifting a little bit to see if that helps. I'll do it from both sides so you can see where this hand is as well as. So there, right. So now feel the difference. See now I can get that circle in there.
Yeah.
So now that I've just done that little bit, I go back to this movement. See already how you can shift more, but feel the difference here versus here.
Yeah, it's easier.
Thick, solid, strong brick wall. I would just.
So I'm right here with my hand.
You cannot turn the page without nothing.
But I'm not pulling.
Yeah.
I'm rolling. I'm always doing a rotation. There we go. So see how now your
I feel like
femur,
my leg wants to come.
Right.
Yeah.
But this is getting out of the passenger seat of the car.
That's what I wish I thought. I'm gonna work on her.
Now what I didn't do with her, right.
And like she doesn't want to like try to use.
She doesn't have
this
options.
kind of- yeah.
But see, look at what you're doing here to do that.
Yeah, I know. Like
It's all connected. You can't just say do that and not get.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to here, I can put my hand. See now I'm pushing here and I'm sort of pulling.
Okay.
But I'm not yanking
Right.
it.
Yeah.
But see now I'm over your foot. See how I. There you go. And then just that little bit. See already now. Look at the difference now. Your knees rolling, your shoulders. You going to the bathroom?
I think so.
A heavy, thick, solid, strong brick wall. I would just like to see you rise.
So the lift.
Okay.
So notice this. This is, see now already feel the difference though since I've worked on getting out the pelvis. But watch when I lift.
Oh, yeah, that feels good.
Yeah. And then rotate. There you go. See now I'm waiting for you to learn how to breathe in this position. And then, see? I can lift. There you go. I can lift. See how it's like a slide? I can go like this. See how this was the big twist?
So that you will not be able to turn, and we will not
walking there. Same thing with you. My hands don't come off you when I move. Right. But see how that's your arm extending.
This will stop you from turning pages.
And this I'm doing for you.
Yeah.
Thick,
Is
solid,
it stuck right there?
strong brick wall.
I look at it this way. Right there, you're not efficient.
Yeah.
Also notice, see how your shoulder doesn't want to cross midline? Feel the difference?
Yeah.
But no matter what I do, your shoulder wants to stay back.
Uh-huh.
And that's where I go,
You got it again.
Mommy!
I, Clover, am nailing this page to the next one so that you will not be able to turn it. And we will not get any closer to the monster at the end of this book.
So now see how it's difficult too for you to lean over. Now again, I could sit there, what happened to you, what the heck, who cares? This is where right now,
This will stop you from turning pages. A heavy, thick, solid, strong brick wall. I would
see how I'm teaching your back to bend. The head's almost staying in the same position, but you're learning to use your back around your body again.
That's probably why my back always hurts. On deviating things. Efficient.
You cannot touch me.
No, that's what pain is. You're not doing something efficient.
You cannot touch me.
There we go. So now, see the float. But see how the head floats now? You feel that? Almost like a roller coaster. Mommy! See, also, it's all noticed you're quicker.
Yeah.
And that's what you want for her the most. That's where walking's still difficult because it's step
Yeah.
and step. And you need very good balance.
Yes.
Now the next step that we would go with this, let me have your elbow. See how light this is. Not. And I'm waiting for your shoulders to separate from the rib cage.
Well, look at that.
But see now this is walking, and this is another thing she doesn't do. See the sliding the elbow back? But I mean, she's right at that spot.
Well, look at that. This is the end of the book.
You can do it from here too. Notice my whole hand here, grabbing the neck.
Look very old Clover and the monster at the end of this
But just from that little bit, feel this now versus this.
Yeah.
See, it's like, it's not connected
Yeah.
versus here.
Yeah. It's like freer.
Just from that little bit.
freer.
See, and also notice you want to jump.
Yeah.
Well,
Call
look
it a
at
staccato.
that. This is the end of the book.
Ah, there it is. Feel how heavy it is right in that spot? But see, this is where I'm like the Sherlock Holmes of weird things. No, seriously, I can just feel up people and I go, right there too. Feel it?
I would just like to see you try to turn this page.
Now you're a perfect example. If I said move your shoulder up, you have no idea what I'm doing. And you can't do it, otherwise you would. There we go. That's nice.
Again?
Now twisting. Again, see how this is walking. And again, these are things that are in her next, in the future. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But she's just right on it.
She needs to work on
But
these.
but see how I'm not doing this. I'm not pulling left, pulling right. You know, feel the difference. Rotating, and rotating, because it goes around the spine. You're twisting on it, but that's walking. See how light it is? It's very, see now the shoulders go boop, boop, boop. And again, these are things are not free on her system.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's running.
Yeah.
When you have this and standing, then I know you can run.
Yeah, it's almost like it's all just like she's just learned to like protect herself or something. I don't know how to describe it. But
That's
it's
her
like,
balance mechanism.
you know, like
You see that with old ladies. When they're worried about their balance, they get
Yeah.
very, and this is why you want to just,
here you go, push up. You can
but
do it.
that's why I just,
Open up. Good job.
but just when I work with her, you see me do all of this, and all, with one
Yeah, it's
foot.
like it's all one instead of it being like
Right.
different elements that
Right,
come into it.
and
Yeah.
we need that. We drive a car.
Yeah.
I'm not watching my, you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Sometimes I feel like I am.
But that's going to cause you a lot of pain.
Yeah.